Where is my passport? This ongoing backlog is something we have covered. We've heard it from a lot of Oklahomans who have been dealing with this, afraid that you'll miss your vacation or important travel. Joining us now to talk about this problem and his solution to fix it, Oklahoma U.S. Senator James Lankford. Thanks so much for being in studio here with us.
Glad to do it.
Good to see you.
Nice to be in town.
I realize that this problem is multifaceted, but what exactly is the issue here? We've heard from a lot of Oklahomans.
Yeah, it is a big issue. In fact, I've just straight off the bat, I've told a lot of Oklahomans, if you have international travel, get your passport first and then book your flight tickets later, because people are used to getting their passport in 6 weeks, where it's now sometimes 4, 5, 6 months before they're actually getting their passport back. This all started during the COVID time period that the State Department sent all their folks home to be able to telework. Obviously, if you're handling documents like that, you're not going to do that with telework. Then the American people reopened and businesses reopened, but government did not. And State Department continued to keep their people on telework. They fell farther and farther and farther behind. And then more and more people started traveling faster than they thought, and it just started cratering on them. At the same time, State Department tried to do a new online system, which also didn't work for them at the same time, and just one thing led to another on it. It's been a major issue.
How do you fix it?
Well, we got to get people back to work. That's the one thing. We got to make sure that people that are handling these documents are actually in office to be able to handle documents, get those things going. We got to have a stream of people behind them. So when we have people retire, leave, whatever it may be, we've got additional people that are actually there. And then we've got to have some basic reporting. When they start falling behind, State Department kind of covered it instead of saying, help, we need help. We need basic information that's actually coming to Congress, appropriators, and everyone else to say when they need help, they can actually get access to help rather than actually covering it. So we've got a multi-point piece to be able to get information out, know where to be able to track, get people in office to be able to handle it, and then to be able to get this solved. But this backlog now is in the millions. It's well through this year before they get caught up.
I know we have some of the details of your bill, which you just wrote and launched just about a week ago. We have that up there on the screen, just some of the bullet points of what you would like to see.
We've had a lot of constituents that have come back to us and said, hey, we just need help. We're trying to get to where we need to go. I feel like we've saved a bunch of marriages because we're trying to get people out on their honeymoon on this, but mission trip, honeymoon, vacation, business trips, people are contacting us and saying, hey, I applied for this 4 or 5 months ago. I thought it'd be plenty of time, and now I can't even get information. So I don't think there'll be a lot of pushback on it because every office is dealing with it, but we've got some really practical solutions to this, like information. When people turn their passports in, right now you can't tell where it is in the process.
Sure.
We want an online portal that you can tell, okay, it's gone through this stage, it's almost there. Right now people literally don't know if it's at the beginning or it's near the end. They've got to know that. So we've got to set a strict timeline. It's 12 weeks, no more than 12 weeks for processing. People be informed of where it is, additional help on it, getting people in the office to be able to work on it. All those things are critical for us to get caught up on the backlog and then just have a better system for the future.
Do you worry at all if you're trying to really expedite this process and speed it up and get these issued and processed? Is there a security concern with these documents?
No, they're all handling it with the right procedures. They just have too few people that they're actually throwing in too many requests here at this point because they got behind. When you get behind, it's hard to be able to catch up. But we're not asking them to slow down any of the security procedures. We want to make sure all of those are still fully accomplished.
Okay. And my conversation with the senator does not end there. We also talked about the quite crowded field of Republicans who want to be your next president. I asked him, who are you supporting? His answer at 5.